keep Jamaica and our people firm and strong. Stand up, labor rights. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Labor rights are proud of their party.
In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of vote because a woman will like me did a feel a labor right. The river come down green, it's a pretty and bright. Me did a feel a labor right. The way me love shower in a green, me baptize me did a feel a labor right. Right now me nah worry about visa. We have one of the greatest leader. Me nah run way, go a foreign like triple X and go beef gravel leg out a freezer. Bout ya fit on green like Tracina. I will say no waste freeze for the teachers. We have the prettiest women like Anne-Marie Vaz and sexy Venetia. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Oh no, see center, my servant center. You know, St. James parameter. Doctors in a fi use garbage bag, yo, does you go on like you no member. No blessings that flow like river. Every bad prayer return to sender. Dr. Cole and Blair teach drop out from when PMP never buy them no denture. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory.
Good evening, Liberates, and good evening to all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Laborite alive. Good evening, my people. Good evening. Now, before we roll out the shout out, let me just say that the Prime Minister have said that 400 and odd thousand homes have been damaged in Jamaica. 116,000 of which is either completely destroyed or severely damaged. So they are going to use that to fuel and to run the rebuilding program. So there's help coming. There's also help for persons who have mortgages. The government will lend you up to 3.5 million at 2%, at a rate of 2%. There's also a grant that you can get of 500,000, and you can also get a grant to. So if one of your family member home is destroyed and you is a contributor in the NHT, you can get up to 500,000 grant to rebuild your relative house that is damaged. See? So help is coming for homeowners and home build and persons who have lost their home. Now, reason why I'm here tonight, and let's get straight down to business. Do these lives. Majority of the life is positive, and it is something positive. See? Yes, man, we take car. Right? So, what I would do is, I would normally cut out a clip, probably of the most controversial part of the live, and I will post it on Facebook. Now, most persons don't watch the live because them are not labor right, them are PNP, so they don't watch for hear, for listen for hear what me say. Right? So they will take whatever they want to say. Now I've noticed that the people in Westmoreland is taking up arms. You know, some of them are come in my inbox, some of them are comment how me feel leave DUJON'S alone. DUJON'S was in Parliament yesterday, lying through his teeth, lying, telling lies, and George right. And I done a video this morning and post it on Facebook. I know they're up in arms, so I come to deal with them tonight. But before me deal with them, let's roll out the evening shoutouts, my people. See? So Lisa Hall, big up yourself. Larry, big up yourself, Larry. Jacqueline Chambers, big up yourself. Elaine McClarity, big up. Melody, good evening. Karine, good evening. Big up yourself, Father Dark Knight. Mumsel, big up yourself. Beverly Clark, big up. Dunk, big up yourself. Kevin, big up yourself. Iloni, big up. Sonia, big up yourself, Mama. Political Lifestyle, Rohan, big up yourself. Hanif, big up yourself. Elaine, big up. Omari, big up yourself. Marlon, big up yourself, boss. Steven, big up yourself. Sylvan, big up yourself. Maxine, big up. Janet Green, big up yourself. Mega, big up yourself. And Tom, I said that night already. Monica, big up yourself, Monica. Now, we're not going to go to any audios per se right now, but we are going to take calls after I get through my monologue. Right? Now, I am going to go as far as to say this. I love my people, and they are my people nonetheless. And what I do here, I do it out of love and concern, and I do it out of patriotism. You know why? Big up yourself, Tommy. Nardia, big up yourself as well. Because I want to see changes in my community, and I want to see better for them. Granted, none of them don't want to better for themselves. Them are dirty nigga. I'm not going to stop say that. I'm going to continue to tell them so they don't have no ambition. Big up yourself, Ivy. The other day we had the election, and enough of them are run up and down behind PNP. Me a come raid this, me a come raid that. And I sat on this live and I tell them, say, listen, George Wright is doing a brilliant job. He's doing more than what we have seen from any previous PNP member of parliament that we have down there. Big up yourself, Michelle. And them scheme and plot. And then go and then vote out the man and then take money and vote out the man. Good God Almighty, send the hurricane come mash up Westmoreland. Mash up it. And that God do because you're not too wicked. Somehow no. See? And you come and go and like say, you don't want to come tell me what I talk about. You can't talk to me, you know. No found down there, no hungry right now, you can't talk to me. I can't tell you right now. No disrespect. But no found you can't talk to me right now. Shani so stop blow off like enough of phone and he put on back. He put on back already. You know see DUJON'S? No found no stop blow off. You know see DUJON'S yet? Eh? You don't rank on yourself with me. Look at that. And you don't compare me think on go like say me on a size. Me on is not the same. So you don't compare me think I can run off some of the America and some of them don't stay America. People the American can't come on the yard. No come home now. Come home, come live like how people them live down there. Come home, come render some aid. Come now. Me I do that, you know. How much I want to do it? See? All when time I know say you don't like me. Because no for you don't like me. Me hear. No for you when me know personally. Tell people say you don't like me and then come tell me. So when time I down there and perpetrate and do wickedness and gallivant and carry on with yourself. This is why, big up yourself, Mama Winsome. This is why God come show and say you're not too wicked. When you look at all the things that my man them are doing in the country and fix up the country. Eh? And you can't bear because you know bad mind somehow no. See you know house then tear down the somehow no. What you gonna do now? I see him Andrew when you call and talk about Andrew no come, you no see Andrew. Eh? You see him Andrew when you found out talk about a thief what there. And no found out call George Wright stool man. Eh? DUJON'S stand up in a parliament and tell lie upon the man. And I merely point out the fact say DUJON'S tell lie upon the man say man come with chuck and take up aid where people then forget. No such thing man no do nothing like that. Eh? Nothing man no do like that. And I come and point out here, you know what them tell me don't have Savlamar say? Me feel left him man make him talk. So I have to point out the lie when I tell upon the man. Eh? I saw no one live, no one walk and tell lie. I saw no walk and tell lie for Andrew and say man a thief. Eh? I don't know say man no thief, nothing but you know PNP. I know for no know A from Bullfoot. You don't know a pussy from a peg a peer no for no. You know we soon no name and nyame pan bulla. But you know hear son no mama and no papa PNP that you know run down. Eh? PNP no do nothing for we. 60 years then down there and they no do nothing for we. No for no only run no can run on the mouth, you know. You see me and talk up to me and see what my government do no. See me and talk up to me down there and see what my government do no. You go and see me and talk up to me too hard and see what happen down at that. Big up in a Charmaine. You know no ambition. Nothing you know have about you. I don't care people are trying to jill sense in a big pea brain them you have down there. You don't want nothing. Eh? At one time Mark Golin come down there, you know. I don't see him back. And when Mark Golin come down there, you know, I clap and I applaud and everything. I don't see him back. And everybody I talk about nothing now reach Westmoreland and Savlamar and get nothing on the people there maroon. The best government this we ever have. Best one. Electricity are restored all over the island. And people get internet all over the place. Janet Samuels, let me tell you this. If you don't want to hear me, I say this is my platform. And anybody when I want to hear me, I say come off of my platform and go suck out to the mama and go on. I don't like, no. I don't know if you like me neither. I tell you no for now. No for who me see, I run down behind PNP what they mash up now. Not even food they have in them. Mash up. And then I want nobody to talk about it. And then down there play politics and then I want nobody to talk about it. The minute I start talk about it, them tell us, yeah, I play politics. Me on the size. And me on the same thing. And I can put my money where my mouth there. Me not work for nothing at all. My money can do something. So when time I come for my thing and I can make certain comment. You know, nobody feel like say, you can bright on yourself and rank on yourself with me. Me and is not the same. I'm not in my league, I'm not in my class. And I don't just know a long time. Some of them say are foreign, some of them there, you know. Some of them run through border gone America and then can't move. Then stuck. Can't go back to their yard. But they have the most to say. Government this and government that. I don't can't go back to contribute to nothing. Millions of dollars me spend a year time in Jamaica. Millions. Me and a size, I lift up in front of me and go. Yeah, my boss.
Yes, John, good night. How are you, my friend?
I'm there, you know. I put some people in their place tonight. Me soon start calling our name too.
No. We're not going to them level because quality is very unique, you know. and quality
Sometimes you have
substance.
to go
And I
down
know
there,
you.
G. Can me tell you something? You see, even Andrew Holness, if Andrew Holness is that good sometime to them people I level, you know, so they don't hop off and offend already. You know though.
Yeah, I know that.
Big up in a Victor.
But remember, you know, Andrew Holness go as an inside child, you know. Andrew Holness literally grow like how I grow. I grow as an inside child, you know what I mean? Even in the country, my grandmother don't allow me to go and play with anybody. I have to stay inside. So, you know, that's something that really grew up in me, and discipline is the order of the day. So I am not going to this type of politics that the PNP practice, Andrew Holness is not going to practice that.
But look
You know
on
what I
this.
mean?
Look on this, Marlon. I did a video this morning and post it on Facebook. I'm merely a point out the fact say DUJON'S, although I gathered he was not there because he was in Parliament, somebody had to call him and tell him what they told him. See? But the fact of the matter is he was lying. And I am merely pointing out the fact that he lied on the gentleman. And that them attack me for, you know. But me not push over. No can push me over down there, you know. I'm not afraid of none.
Yeah, but I was listening in the clip on Parliament the other day, yesterday, and the Prime Minister was literally telling the member of Parliament that, look, what you're saying, it didn't go that way. But remember the other morning when I called you and I told you and I said, Dujon, listen, Westmoreland people is now what I will call, put it this way, they need Andrew Holness support now. Right? They need it now. But on September 3, they did not. It come right back to in your opening remarks. It doesn't matter what you do for them. They are saying PNP same way. But here comes the PNP. What the PNP does not realize, you know, that now is not the time to be campaigning. Now is not the time to be playing politics. Look at this, Dean Jackson Miller.
Let me say this,
they have
Marlon.
Yes.
Let me say this.
Yes.
So, persons that was on the ground yesterday when they capped the land. See? George Wright was standing, being a bystander. I was told that Julian Chang was there. I was told that Froome Council was there. I was told that Molan Wilson was there. I saw Molan Wilson in a video as well that was sent to me. And I was told that shortly after that, Dan, Abigail, and the new chairman that they replaced Julian Chang with turn up. And I was told that I was told that they turn up with vehicles to pack the stuff in. Now, if you listen to the Prime Minister's remark, the Prime Minister said 500 packages went. 300 went to the people, and the other 200 split up between the church and the councillors. That's what the Prime Minister said. See?
Yes.
DUJON'S would have known this. Right? Because even though you sit down in a parliament, we see them on their phone all the time. Them a watch, them a text, them a do all kind of things and get WhatsApp. He would have known this. Right?
Yes.
So for him to get up now and say that George Wright, and believe we have video now, we have technology to say that George Wright was trying to take up everything because when his people got there, they were already, George Wright was already there. I posted a video showing George Wright standing up with his hand on his hip. Just a look. Just that him. The people.
Right. But the thing in that, Dujon, what really amazing me is that Mark Golding is asking for $50 million. And I hear this morning before I went off to work that the government must not fall for that.
Nothing. Not even one penny there.
And I agree with you 100%. Right? No money should go in any member of parliament hand. But unfortunately, the government is offering 10 million to member of parliament.
Not even that.
I don't agree with that.
Exactly.
I don't agree with that. Right? Because this is where you're going to find nepotism, cronyism, and all kind of ism. You're going to hear who get help from who don't get help. What I think the government should done with that 10 million is to set up a committee like the Red Cross, the ADPEM, and all other civil society get involved and oversee that committee and bring in the people like social service to get the names of the affected people that is there and all of that.
I was
right?
told today in Marlon. I was called today and told that none of the elderly people in Savlamar, none of the disabled person in Savlamar, and none of the blind people them, which is still a disability. Nobody is going around and finding out who these persons are to bring care packages to them. So persons are complaining that, they can't left their elderly granny by themselves to go with the capital land. Why is it that somebody in the known is not going around documenting these people on a list and getting food packages delivered to them?
Right.
Why? Marlon?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you, DUJON. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, man, we need some serious people in our leadership. And Mrs. Sonia say, may I advocate for them. I am advocating for the labor rights that live in Westmoreland. Whole heap of labor rights live down there. And them may I advocate for. I'm in a business with the rest. See?
Okay. But as I said, DUJON, I think the government, my government, and if I know the party leader is listening to your program, because a lot of people don't know, Andrew Holness listen to everybody.
Most definitely.
His ears is on the ground.
Most
everybody. Definitely. He's listening to me now.
Most definitely.
And
remember say upon yes, we say one night say the electricity if you move underground, remember?
Did you hear that?
Okay.
But what I'm saying, I think what I would say to Prime Minister Holness, that $10 million that he's going to give to Member of Parliament to help in their constituency, JLP and PNP. Because you see, the difference between us and DUJON, we make it square and fair.
Good evening
and
to my beautiful
if we are reason, we reason constructively. We reason with something that you can make sense. Right? Make sense. We don't reason bias because we supported a party. Right? Right?
Right.
We don't do that. So what I am saying is that once there is the government can restructure this $10 million program, right? The government has competent people to manage that affairs, manage that money. That's what we'll call constituency assistance fund.
Me believe them should have do, Marlon. The government should have allocated the money to NIS. Each NIS office in every parish assemble a local team, and that team go out and assess the damage and see who really need the help, and then disperse from there zinc and ply for persons who need it. See, none of the MP they never forget dollar, JLP nor PNP. Not one of them never forget 1 penny. That the government did for do.
That's what I am saying. That is what I am saying. Take this money out of Member of Parliament and it is going to cause problem.
I was also told, Marlon, that the aid that should go to Savlamar South, to Julian Chang, it is being given to the new chairman who is not the councillor that the people elect. See? And persons who they know that is affiliated to Julian Chang, they are telling the persons to go to Julian Chang, they cannot help them. What kind of madness is that?
Well, that's the typical PNP party. So, what I want Prime Minister Wallace to do, it's not too late. Don't put any money in MPs. Whether there's a JLP MP or a PNP MP, the money must be spent directly by the people. I'm not saying that we're going to give the people money in their hand either. There should be a body, just like what you have said, saying the NIS, the part people, them, some government group, go around, get those people who are in need, whether they are PNP or they are JLP, old people that can't move, the needy person that they don't have a house, they don't have a voice, they don't have somebody to speak for them. Go around as a liaison officer in the community. What the member of parliament must do now is to accompany those persons and get the names and that fund make out to, for example, Miss Dassy or Miss Dassa up the road, she have a room, but her house stop blow off, but she live in there with 3 daughters. Don't give the 3 daughters the check.
Marlon.
Get the estimate for the house stop, go down at the hardware, pay for the hardware, send the check to the hardware man, send up the material, pay the man who are going to build the house, I go fix Miss Dassa house stop, put in him NIS and him number, and whatever, and the check make out to him. After them have somebody look on the work, so Miss Dassa get back in work. So Miss Dassa needs some work now, some food stuff now. Send the check to the hardware, to the supermarket. Miss Dassa granddaughter go down there, pick up the food. Miss Dassa get it.
So me say something to you. Me say something to you, Marlon. Now,
yeah.
Big up to my beautiful mother-in-law. Good evening, mommy. Annette, big up yourself as well. So I say something to you. The other morning, me hold a conversation and you say Westmoreland people should not be priority. I am moving now to adjust my stance. And I am going to agree with you that they should not be priority. I'm going to tell you why. I have sat over the last couple of days and hundreds of videos have been sent to me. And I've been on Facebook. And when I post it on Facebook, I highlight every single person when I'm a friends list. So I highlight them so they can see the governmental land aid in a certain place. And I see those same people sharing and saying that persons saying that the government is not giving aid and people are dead for hungry. The same people that I highlight and show them say see capital land so, see capital job goods so. See people them give aid, Marlon Morgan give aid at KFC all then something there. See? 2,000 meal a night and then same people they share things and I say the government now do nothing. They don't forget nothing.
But when I tell you that, people on the chat say that I am partisan and I am biased, but I am simply saying to you, and I will say it again, Andrew Holness will not lose a night's sleep come 2030 if Westmoreland don't vote for him. Because Westmoreland does not recognize Jamaica Labour Party. It's just a fact. And I don't see why people are so stubborn. And you know what I realize with people? They don't like the truth. Everybody's telling them speak the truth, but nobody likes the truth. The truth of the matter is Andrew Holness is our Prime Minister. He's Jamaica's greatest Prime Minister. And even if he gave one of those Westmoreland people a room in his house at Beverly Hills and said, sleep up here, this is where you're going to know what Beverly Hills is like. They are not going to vote for him. So it is useless for Andrew Holness now to use my taxpayer money to leave Central Manchester, Northern Trelawney, St. Elizabeth, who stand with him in the election to ensure that he become Prime Minister for the third time. St. Elizabeth, who is our bread basket, food basket, who also it. Wicked, not worse, no, wicked. Fly Green, Frank Witter. Even though in the girl, South St. James, what's her name? Zelika Jess, down at St. Elizabeth, gets so bad. And he is going to leave down there and go and tend to Westmoreland. Westmoreland in 2025, September, they turn their back on him. And I want somebody to come and tell me the logics of that.
Let us reiterate the point. We are not saying that Westmoreland should not get anything at all. We are saying that they should not be front of the queue. They should not be front of the line. No.
I think how the house run, children who behave themselves get the best food in the house. The one when I misbehave, him get one dumpling. So the one who behave good, get two dumplings. And it's served according to your behavior.
Like a Mark Golden and baby himself, if you get a rolling dumpling.
So Westmoreland people, you are going to get help. Because the Jamaica Labour Party doesn't think like the PNP. We don't think partisan. But at the same time, we are not going to prioritize you over the other set of people. That doesn't make sense. Because at the end of the day, when you vote and cast your ballots speak for your future. You know what you're doing when you go around that bench or that little table. You know the faith. Who you put your faith in. Fine, you put it in God. But we are talking about earth now. Who you want to lead us. You choose People's National Party. You choose PJ Patterson. Deaton Beacon and what is his name? Dayton Campbell. You choose. And what I'm saying, is that when they go around there, they know that the JLP was doing a good job. They swapped the Jamaica Labour Party for the PNP. Now that they hit with a tsunami, they are now coming out to be pitiful. And that's the thing I don't like with people. I don't like when you're into a situation, you become so pitiful and looking to be sorry for. When you know your action that you have done, playing victim, which is the correct phrase. That's what they are doing. Yo, they are playing victim.
May I tell you, Marlon, why you see me so angry tonight? And why me come and start shout? You know, so just before me come on live, I get a call. And when I call the person, I say, food down at Westmoreland where people them say, they don't want no more food. Somebody call me brethren and I tell me brethren, say, where them send so much food for? They want shelter now. Food too much. Eh? Then just a complaint say they not get no food,
Can you imagine that? And at the same time, the Prime Minister has been doing so much for those Westmoreland people. Prime Minister Holness go down there and he still meets with them. He still deliver aid. You remember when they send a helicopter now come down there?
Exactly.
The JLP have to come out and show them and Cliff use that look. Helicopter come and they did not vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Why you vote for a party? Because you see that party as a party of your choice. So that's what they did. They see the PNP, George Wright were there doing a very good job. They vote him out.
So
Moreland Wilson.
Goddess, I said,
Goddess,
the Prime Minister in duty. So nobody is not saying it is not his duty. The Prime Minister is taking care of his duty. He's rendering aid. But the fact of the matter is, he's rendering aid and people is down there saying that they're not getting anything and there's no aid down there. Everybody can't get aid one time. We don't have a facility and we don't have unlimited resources. See? So people have to get incrementally. People have to get in stages. Yes. See?
So people don't understand this thing. And I'm glad you have seen what I am saying because it will take a while for you to see what I'm saying, Because I said to you the other morning, I said, those people, you can't do nothing for them as a JLP MP and they will accept you. Even if you give them Jesus Christ. and give them God in them soul and said, leave the devil alone. They will go to the devil because they love the devil. They don't love God. So it's just an illustration. Even when the JLP giving them roads, water in the house,
Moderator,
food on the
hold on,
table.
Marlon. Moderator, please block Party Purpose off of my live. Party Purpose, lift up for
Right.
about you and go on.
Send them to school. They are voting for JLP, for PNP, right? And the question I would like to ask, where in the history of Jamaica you could see within a couple of days a storm that blow in such a short while, and this administration is on its way to bring back the country to full state of readiness. This can be only done under the Jamaica Labour Party.
Marlon,
Because I was around in Ivan.
let me show you something, Marlon. Now, when Bruce Golding won the election in 07, see? Bruce Golding built the Ferris to Maxfield Highway. You see the road there when you reach a Ferris and you drive towards Montego Bay, you drive through Witton,
Yeah.
Waterworks, Witton, and go up into Haddo. Bruce Golding is the one who built that road, you know, and the PNP claim credit for it. Bruce Golding is the one who came and did something for Westmoreland after many years of PNP leadership, you know. Bruce Golding come build that gateway, you know. See? This a government and the Andrew Holness come back now and build the infirmary up. You see the infirmary where the Prime Minister just built? Believe that the one that was there was almost 200 years old and it was a board structure. And Andrew Holness come there and Desmond Mackenzie and build a 50-bed infirmary, you know. 50 bed.
So, it really pains my heart when people is talking about you are playing politics, you are saying politics. It's not saying politics. The reality is in your eyes. Roger Clark was the agriculture minister. He was a member of parliament. Westmoreland as a PJ Patterson, the prime minister, you know, head of government, as their member of parliament, goes down to Eastern Westmoreland and show me one project that PJ leave down there that can benefit from your daughter now. That your daughter can benefit from. Show me a legacy down there.
Not a goddamn thing.
It was Danny Lawrence who come there and show them that, look, you can see the light come out of the dark. And they went right back. It was this government under Bruce Golding, wherever he is now, institute what you call a constituency development fund, where every member of parliament get $40 million a year to look after them constituency. This government do it, right? Under Andrew Holness, it is this leadership, the vision that Andrew Holness have, that Jamaica is on the path to become what you will call possibly a first world country in a few years.
And the Andrew Holness will give PRF to, you know, and the Andrew Holness councillors start get their own money separate, you know, before they have to beg me to give them things, you know.
Right? It was this government who sits at the table and brought what you call the concept of having a hurricane relief fund, CRIF or what you want to call it, where now we hit with a category 5 storm, where the government won't have to be fretting saying, look, I have to go to parliament now to give what I call a supplementary budget. Because the reality is goods and services now coming in now. So what you know, the storm hit way where we are going to do is either we're going to borrow or we are going to raise taxes. Andrew Holness did not do that. He was thinking while the PNP were there talking. Mark Golding said to Andrew, don't give the people them, don't pay down on the debt. What about economy? Give the people them the money. What if Andrew Holness did listen to him? Think about that. What if he did listen to him? Where would we be today? Jamaica is building back rapidly. Look at the support we are getting over the world from in the diaspora, from in the US, El Salvador, everybody's chipping and coming. What if Andrew Holness did not have a vision? But these people don't see that this man sent from God.
That's why God mash them up. Because God say amount of work when man, yo, me say everywhere you see Andrew Holness, me I wonder if Andrew Holness are sleeping in bed at night time. Sometimes I say, yo, a good thing say Miss Holness in a parliament because Miss Holness would have probably carry man things again because I not see him. See? It man working, so till.
Not only that, sometimes I wonder how this young man sleep. How he sleep at night. Because, trust me, to be carrying a country on your hand, you have to be monitoring their ministers. You have to be speaking with the press. Foreign people need you to talk to. Everybody, it's all about Andrew. And you know one of the things that I find with the PNP party, you know, let me tell you, God is not sleeping enough. And they are going to remain in opposition for a long while. They never know that the time will come when they are going to stay in opposition going 4 terms. They don't dream of that. Because at one point in time, the PNP think that they rule Jamaica and Jamaica belongs to them. But God is not sleeping. Because you see, when you are disrespectful, you can bring your point across, you can be very critical, because I believe that you must be critical of government. Because if the administration is not doing something that they are not supposed to be doing, be critical. But you must be respectful and you must be civil. You have a talk show host named Paul Patmore. He hosts the program. He's the caretaker for South Chilani.
We are talking the revolving what program, boss?
I was listening to his program, and I just wanted to listen to this. And I hope that as a JLP vlogger, DUJON, you don't go down that road.
Yes.
And I know you won't go down that road.
Yes.
What I'm getting at, I hear somebody calling his program, and the woman were saying that the Prime Minister is a criminal. And you know that the guy did not discontinue that conversation.
None of them
He did not say, look, caller, I am not going to allow you to defame the Prime Minister of the country and to disrespect him. Thank you. Whether you're a PNP or you're a JLP, I'm not going to allow that.
If you listen to Rattigan and Lonesome, you see, I see him behavior them carry on with. That's something where whole of PNP them do. Whole of them a liar. That's why I was a tell lie yesterday. Whole of them a liar.
How could you entertain somebody defaming the Prime Minister of the country like that on your program? That goes to show you how slack you are, how disingenuous you are, how uneducated you are, and you are not in line with reality.
Paul Patmore is definitely a dunce. 100%.
Yes. Because if you host in your program, DUJON, and a PNP call, and the PNP is talking about issues, fine, you listen and you respond.
Yes.
If a JLP call your program, I'm going to be disrespectful to the leader of the opposition, then I will expect you to cut off that person. Cut him off your program. Whether it could be a million Jamaica Labour Party, your program is not to entertain disrespectful to any one of the leaders.
Well,
we can be critical, because I am critical of Mark Golding, but I will not call here and be disrespectful to the leader of the opposition. I'm not going to do that.
Me kind of take
but I'm going to
a different stance.
Say again?
I kind of take a different stance of Mark Golding, you know, because even me myself, you know, used to disrespect him a lot, but I kind of tone it down, you know. See? But
that's what I am saying.
But my disrespect is educated and it is valid because of Mark Golding's behavior. You know?
But what I'm saying, I don't agree with anybody calling in on a program and being disrespectful to any one of the leaders. I agree with you being critical. Criticize, because I am criticizing the PNP. Of course I do. And I criticize the JLP too. Because I just tell you, none of them must get any 10 million in them hand.
Me believe so.
Take money out of all of them hand.
Me believe so.
PNP or JLP. Right? Right? So, what we are saying, a lot of PNP bloggers, they can't reason with a sense of purpose and a sense of direction.
I think if you look even deeper in them all, and you might realize a lot of them can't even read, much less for reason.
Well, I can't say that because I don't know their educational background. But based on what they are saying,
you can't listen to a man and tell you no. I don't know. You can't listen to a man and tell you
based on what they are saying.
Yeah.
No, it's the PNP party. The lady from South St. James said she don't know what to do with $10 million. No, it's not that telling you that these people are not in line with reality. Because if the government is giving you $10 million, you are just being disingenuous, saying you don't know where to start with $10 million.
But the $10 million is not to... Hold on, let me say something. The $10 million is not to buy and build back anybody's house. It's for relief. It's to buy zinc and ply, and if you need to block or whatever you can buy for help in the constituency. And that is just the first wave. There will be others to come. The Prime Minister have to take time with the money because the country now earn right now. The country is at a standstill. That is why they have to take time with the money. So all who are ball out say 10 million can't buy a house and they can't build back nothing. And if you build back nothing, just for temporary relief, it give people shelter for right now.
But exactly, that $10 million is to aid for preliminary purpose.
Exactly.
Some man want a little sheet, little zinc on him house, you know, a little food stuff, a little something. Because $10 million, we all know, going into a constituency with almost 3,000 people, done within seconds.
Exactly.
So when you're saying that you don't know what you're going to do with it, Miss Burchell, or what's your name, Miss Burchell, I think you should take a step back and stop being political. Because if it was the PNP gave it to her, she will hug it up. Then she would not say that she don't know what it's going to do.
Yeah, there's the ears of ball what they Marlon. You never see that?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it too.
Man, oh gosh, man.
So now we need to be grateful. Because if the fact of the matter, you know, if it was the PNP in power, my grandmother would have said, dog, near my supper, but there will be no dog to eat your supper. Because the PNP will be going on a borrowing drive now. Because that's the policy of the PNP, you know. They love to borrow. And after they borrow, they come and they tax you. The Jamaica Labour Party doesn't think that way. The JLP believe in managing an economy, manage the country's finance properly. Right? And it is time now. People out there must see the good that the government is doing. The government from the hurricane blow, this administration is up and running. You have to give them credit. When I hear Diane Jackson Miller come in, her open remarks remind me of her in the debate, in the election debate. Her first speech was at the IC to the Prime Minister.
Yes.
Now she comes and saying to the Prime Minister that, look, things are slow and X, Y, Z. And I don't know when...
You know what that did? That was setting the narrative for the Westmoreland people to attack the Prime Minister even more.
Right? It's like she's doing what you call a set-on. And I don't know how journalism become political now. For a journalist like Diane Jackson Miller, who should be more focused and I think should be more educated in terms of journalism, why would you come off into a press conference that way, asking a question indirectly, like you're...
Let me ask you a question, Marlon. All we follow up this politics religiously. Have you ever seen Diane
No.
Jackson Miller at a press briefing, at a press release in Jamaica? Have you ever seen her before?
No, the first I've seen her.
Okay. Well, why you think she's
She's
there?
but it is obvious that she's a political activist, my friend.
Exactly.
Because based on how she talk, remember, let me tell you, people, and I go back to what I said to you, Dujon, people don't like to hear the truth. I remember when Everett Wilmington said, TVJ, civil society, and the media, they are literally PNP and the Gleaner. He come under heavy criticism. But we are seeing it. All of civil society supported the PNP. If the PNP do anything bad, you don't hear Carol Narcis. You don't hear Juliet Cut. What's your name? Cut Large one. You don't hear none of them.
Calder. You know, you're a girl from NIA.
Labour Party do something. When you look at the NIA, I listen to that girl. What's her name?
Cynthia,
I don't remember her name.
My name again.
Oh, she ripped through Andrew Holness.
I am told that she's dating Peter Bunting, you know, so we can't see fear bias.
Right?
You know?
Me say she ripped through Andrew Holness. It was the PNP party who bring our Prime Minister to disrepute. They tell lies on the man. They crucify the man.
You know, Marlon,
they do the man.
Let me say this at you,
yes.
Marlon. She named Daniel Archer. And good evening to my beautiful...
Daniel Archer.
To my beautiful wife. Good evening,
when
baby.
I listen to that girl speak out against
let me say this at you, Marlon. You know, it's because of the civic groups or the civil society groups and the attack from the Integrity Commission and the attack from the opposition. You know that Jamaica have not moved in 2 years, and the corruption index we have stuck. We have not climbed, and Jamaica has made great strides in anchoring corruption. There are things that the government have done to stave off corruption in this country. See, even the tax office used to be a bastion for corruption, and the government has gone in there and cleaned up most of it. See, and we have not moved in 2 years in the corruption index. You know why? Because these kind of entities continue to attack the government and saying the government is corrupt without any evidence. But because they are saying that the international bodies can't move with. See? Then can't say Jamaica not corrupt.
Yes, things, and it is going to be very much prudent for them
exactly.
to look into what civil society is saying. And you know the other guy that I listen to over the years, Ralston Ayman, he always attacked the government. And I come to the conclusion that, look, the Gleaner group is PNP.
100%.
Because long before now, I listened to Ralston Ayman. Nothing good the government has done. They have never spoken about it.
You might not know this, you know.
The government.
You might not know this, Marlon, but Joseph Matalan is one of Mark Golding's best friend, you know.
Everybody know that.
Okay, so...
Right? So the reality is that Andrew Holness, I will say to Prime Minister Holness, don't friend Mark Golding. Continue to steady the ship. Because Prime Minister, you are doing an excellent job. Not a good job. Excellent job. And God knows. And that's why I've said to you on your program before, I've said it again, and I am living in the diaspora here. And people's got to say I am biased, but I am not biased. I am speaking facts. Prime Minister, in your doing, make sure in this term you take care of your 35 children first. Because you're going to need them to go to shop for you 5 years from now.
I agree.
And I repeat it again. In this time of needs, make sure those 35 children, including Northern Trelawney, and I don't know why my mind set on it like that, but as I said to you, I just love Tova Hamilton. I don't know her. she just operate like a man into a house, like what?
I believe that Northern Chilani might become a safe seat, you know. I believe that it might become a safe seat. Manchester
because
is still
Northern Chilani.
Manchester Central is still a concern for me.
Go away from the good that they were going. They send Wickham McNeil down there. So let me tell you what I gathered from the ground. Wickham McNeil was going all out to retain that seat for the PNP. And Stover Hamilton stand up to him as a heavyweight. Remember, you know, Stover is a neophyte into politics, you know. She just came in there 2020. And she can win that seat over the years. Northern Chilani has been voting for PNP for 30 odd years. So I am saying to my Prime Minister, there comes a time now, you got to take off that pretty hat that you're wearing and get down there. You have to get rough and tough now. Not in the sense like the PNP, but you can't deal with this thing like it's a pretty boy thing anymore. Because you're going to need those seats to retain government. Because the PNP is coming back for North Chilani. And now it's a test for you, Prime Minister. So don't listen to the uptown guys and all those civil society and telling you crap. Because if it was PG there, PG will look out to PNP first before him give labor right.
You look on this,
I am telling you that.
You look on this, Marlon.
Okay.
Me and you grew up in Jamaica as two little Jamaican black youth. And me and your mother and father never have it. But them do it, they couldn't do and then send me and you to school and we take we book. Take we book.
Yes.
I will put we head in our book. See? And we know we come and we grow up and we become we reach the pinnacle of Jamaican society. Right? And because he's a black ghetto youth, like most youth in Jamaica, the people at the top is telling you that you don't belong there because you're not from their ilk. That is what is happening to our Prime Minister. People are saying that he's not deserving of being there because
he's not in the elite, you know. They didn't know that a St. Catherine High School student would have become Prime Minister of Jamaica. But he's the Prime Minister. And he's going to be the Prime Minister for a long time until he's ready to leave. Let me tell you. Now because the Jamaican people don't ready for Andrew to go as it. Remember, Mr. Wellness said they have to give him 20 odd years for him to set this country. And it is happening now. And that is why I'm saying to him now, it's a test for him now. Hurricane come with a test now. It's going to test your skills, Prime Minister. It's going to test your pulse. Your pulse.
So far, me give them an A+.
It's going to test your brain. It's going to test how firm you are.
Marlon, so far, me give them an A grade.
Huh?
So far, me give them an A grade for effort where them are going with, you know? Me give them an A grade so far.
Right? So I am saying to you, these 35 children is watching. Now they are watching you. And they are saying, look, I voted for you. Let me see how you deal with me now. That them are saying, no. I am a political analyst, and I just tell you as how I see it. They are watching him now. So I'm urging my Prime Minister, not saying you're not to look after Westmoreland, because there are people down there that voted for the JLP too. Don't get us wrong. And they need help too.
Well, just talk where you talk, because I can guarantee you that he's listening. So say what you say, we hear.
Right? PNP down there must get help too because they are human beings. Fine. But I'm saying to you, Prime Minister, those 35 children election night who said to themselves that they love you same way, including those that were with the PNP, especially those with the PNP. Not talking about your traditional, you know, West Kingston and West Central, St. Catherine and Tufton and Babsy. Not talking about them. They are loyal to you over the years. We are talking about Central Manchester, Northern Chilani, Miss Lee constituency in St. Ann, Flight Green in St. Elizabeth, Franklin with in a St. Elizabeth, those people who stays with you. Look at St. Elizabeth. Look at what the guy there do. Down at Jeff constituency there. Look how that man fix up down there. And where the people them do. Turn them back on him. They can't hold out.
Right now,
Southeast St. Elizabeth can't hold out.
Right now, them a ball say if I did him then I'm better off. Them a ball right now.
Right?
So if I did him then I'm better
And
off.
they are balling now. They give away the gentleman, the businessman there, who has done such a good job in the space of time that he's there. So, Prime Minister, don't fool yourself. Don't let anybody fool you. Don't listen to PNP propaganda. Look after your 35 picnic them. Because if you don't look after them, come election 2030, they are going to send you packing. And I don't want that. I don't want that. So all your resources where you have, make sure you make them become priority. And when them become priority, then you turn your hand on a Westmoreland. So you gamble now. Whether them vote for you or them not vote for you, I run a bet. Just like what Mark Golden comes, say, I throw out a number. We shall lead after opposition throwing out a number. Him said, I'm just throwing out a number. So Prime Minister, fix up Northern Trelawney.
No, Marlon, let me ask you a
make
question.
Toba feel good.
As
Right.
a opposition leader telling the Prime Minister to he's just throwing out a number. Does that sound like somebody that is responsible and would take care of the country's
That's
finances?
a reckless statement. That's a reckless statement and it's not constructive. But remember, you're dealing with the PNP. Listen, let me tell you something, Dujan. A lot of people don't understand. PNP is not in parliament, it's not in government, you know. So the PNP is liable to say anything and do anything, you know. While the government can't do anything, the government is more under more scrutiny than the PNP. You follow? That's reality. And that's why the government has to continue to be fiscal discipline and fiscal prudent and be responsible to manage this, because this is a test this is more of a test than COVID for Andrew Wallace. And he has been watched by his 35 children. I call them the 35 children. Because he's going to need them. Remember, it's not government win voting, it's party. So people is going to look, how you deal with me in a hurricane. You know, so I stop blow off and I vote for you and you don't give me nothing. I was a PNP and so me see you do good, me come and join you and now me not get nothing. That, you know why them I say that? Better me go back to PNP and done here, sir. Because you're not dealing with me good. You have to look out for who look out for you, because if it was PG Patterson, PG look out for PNP and to hell with Labour right. Whatever lesson give Labour right. A reality that. I tell you where Asamba said the civic committee is full up and she makes sure there are PNP people in there. It's only JLP people are grouping everybody. You know, PNP no work them way. PNP, when work I give it, PNP look out. I may not name the constituency, with respect and for safety reasons. I remember when I was in Jamaica, a particular member of parliament giving out a job. I went to him and I said, you know that my ears to some work I give him one. So he said to me, who you vote for? So I said, why you ask? He said, who you vote for, matter, you know, boss? And that the secretary tell me, you know. We have to look out. And this was a PNP MP, you know. And you know, sir, when the PNP them work get like work, it should be like that, you know. But that's just to show you how their concept is. That's reality. Them a look out to see them people. So I don't want you to come here and fool him damn self. And I tell himself, say, look here. Me I give everybody one time. It can't be so. Children get served based on them behavior in the house.
Well,
that's
somebody call Nicky Proper say our loyalty should be to country and not the party. And this is a crisis. Well, I can tell you now, my loyalty is to my country and also to the party that is looking after the people and the Jamaica Labour Party.
You have to have the loyalty to the party too, because the reality is without a party we can't have a good government.
Exactly.
That's reality. So that caller, what is he or she saying? I don't get it. still until today, nobody can answer the question.
But you know, let me say something to you, Marlon.
Yeah.
Persons will come and they will say, oh, me neutral. And I don't support none of the party them, but if you hold a conversation with them, you really see them is a comrade. And because they are ashamed of Mark Golding and ashamed of the PNP, they can't bring themselves to say them a comrade. So then come on a stand, so them say, me and nothing, and me and one or the other, but way. And then when you start listening to them, you realize say it's a PNP mindset they have, them a comrade. You know? It's
a concept for people. Anytime you hear people say, me neutral, me and another them, that's a comrade. That's reality. Everybody know that. Yeah, because a JLP will tell us straight, I'm a JLP. I tell us straight. But just the one where I hide and I come indirectly like where I say, them a PNP. Yeah, you understand? But the country's going on fine, DUJON. It a recover. Some people get back light. Some people get back water. And the country will come back. Because remember, you know, the whole world is talking about Jamaica now, you know. Artists, them are chipping. Civil society are chipping. The Chinese people, them chipping. The government. Look at the housing program. Look, what more can this Prime Minister do? People is paying mortgage now is getting a moratorium for 6 months and get some little help fix up at them house. Into a storm like this, when the country is not growing now, you know. Right now, the country is at standstill, you know.
And the Prime Minister,
the government has reserved.
The Prime Minister has given JPS a directive to look for space to move our electricity underground, the grid underground, so we don't lose electricity in time of storms anymore. See?
Right?
So that is a good thing.
This man has done so much for this country and the people. And that is why when I look at Hanover, when I look and see how Dave Brown has done so much in Eastern Hanover, and they vote out Dave Brown for Perkins. Perkins was in hotel asking people all the time. Technically, you hear about it? Hotel.
Me see video.
She asked what going out there. Think about that.
Me see video, man.
Trust me, the member of parliament should be out there, because I know on September 3rd, she was not into an hotel. She was on the ground because she needed her vote. And she was in hotel asking what going on with the people. Zelika just how she want him. So she established a $2 million fund, whether she get vote or she not get vote. Where the $2 million fund there. So this was, you know what I realized? The PNP make a lot of promises. Think they were going to be in government. No, they are not in government. They have to find a way to fund those promises. Which government is going to take up $50 million?
That's why Mark Golding want 50 million each. So. That's why Mark Golding want 50 million each, you know, so they can fund with them promises. And put back the money them with them thief.
If Andrew Holness do that, he will be a reckless Prime Minister, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he's my Prime Minister. He could never out of his mind to take up $50 million in a time like this to give to each member of parliament.
That is $3 billion, you know, my friend. 50 billion to each. 50 million to each. That is $3 billion, you know.
You understand? Could you, which Prime Minister would out of his mind to do that? Where would he stand going into our next election?
Prime Minister Mark Golding would have done that. Even though the economy is shut, you know, we don't know where to earn the money there. Prime Minister Mark Golding would have done that. We don't look into that.
$50 million this opposition leader is asking to give to member of parliament. When so many things nationally is there to be done. And you are talking about 50 million. Now I know why the South St. James MP said she don't know what to do with $10 million. Because if she did get the 50 million, she would know what to do. So this is to show you how these people are. They are not fiscal responsible. Remember, under the PNP, you know, you have a lot of project overrunning.
Yep.
The PNP is known for destruction, you know, my brother.
You know, me I read a document. I do some research on man, and I read a document. And I realize say the newspapers said that $5 billion went missing in Operation Pride. And so when I download the government document them, because they're available in here, you can download them by PDF. And so me I read through Operation Pride and all I melee with happen all of who get money and friend thing. $18 billion went missing under the PNP and the Call Blight. $18 billion went missing. Not 5. 18.
Let me tell you something. The People's National Party. And you know, when I look at social media and I see this lady, a lady there, I don't remember her name. She's a black lady. She's very black. She's a black Jamaican. She's a PNP vlogger. I wonder if she's really sensible. I wonder if she knows the history of PNP.
That I will
Let me tell you
times.
something. I don't remember her name. PNP party does not do well in managing countries. It is there, it is evident. They have all, let me tell you what the PNP good at over the years. And the Jamaica Labour Party can't see to match up to them. And I don't think the JLP will ever match up to them. The PNP is good at propaganda, you know. Remember, Mutty Perkins tell you they can't win election without propaganda. You see how close they come? Just look how close they come. It was just a few well thinking that were thinking out of the box allow us to continue being to be in government.
You know,
because look at the misinformation that the PNP spread.
You know, I believe that me and the P6 team came on the scene at the right time because we did a whole lot of foot on the media. I tell you no, even over TikTok and sleepless night.
People like you. Let me tell you, it was not people. Let me tell you something. You know why the PNP don't win this? All right, let me take you into a little election school now for a moment. Forget about social media. No social media exists. And I want somebody to come, because I don't talk stupidness enough. I talk reality. It was just for the RGR and if it was a mainstream media, PNP would have won this election.
Of course. 100%.
I repeat, if it was for mainstream media alone, PNP win this election.
By a landslide.
Flying.
Landslide.
Why do I say this? Because mainstream media is not carrying the good message of the government.
Nope.
That's one.
Nope.
Mainstream media don't rebut the PNP propaganda. So it's out there and it resonates with the people. But because here comes social media, come now. So when PNP come with them crap, man like DUJON, man like Miss 411, man like Karen Cross, woman like Karen Cross, person like what's her name, Natalie, and my good friend, what I want to use this platform to ask if he's doing, Info Media. I don't hear from Info. I don't know if you have any contact for him. I hope he's well.
Info good, Info kind of look an issue with him page, so you think good, he soon come back.
Right? People like those, people like Son, and all the Jamaica Labour Party vloggers who stand up against the PNP in this election.
Even Mr. Vegas who put his music career on the line.
Mr. Vegas who go there on the battlefield. Father Steady, yes, Mr. Steady, everybody come. That is why the propaganda never resonates with it at a 35.
People like
the main thing.
People like Winner, Lashika, Travi, Ren's Girl, Philippians,
right?
Classic, Rusty. Right? Roll away. We hold looking forth for years. We don't sleep. I try to defeat the PNP and then propaganda.
Because remember, you know, brother, the PNP is very good at communication, you know, especially for propaganda, you know.
We back them up this time.
And that is one of the things over the years they keep beating the Jamaica Labour Party, because the reality is the PNP seek to capture.
Mama Goody. How can I forget my president, Mama Goody? Big up on my president.
I tell you what the PNP does. the PNP know say
Chopper,
the
chop.
mass people
Big up Chopper
of
and Chop as
Jamaica
well.
don't think for themselves. Because when you meet a PNP man and you say, why am I a PNP? Here what I'm first thing tell you. The man comes to me, mama a PNP, brother. PNP give people money. PNP this, PNP do that. So it create a Michael Manley style in them head, you know. So you see the PNP capture them, the people that think for themselves. The people that you can literally lead them. Them not really educated about public affairs. So the PNP look for them, the people there. But where the problem where you must understand, the PNP now go look for the girl who go to university, where we challenge the PNP on a matter. And not only university, him now go look for the layman where sell downtown and say, all right, you tell me about your policy. Tell me what is it about. The PNP no want to hold an argument with you, you know. You want to hold an argument with a different man. So over the years, the PNP see those type of people. If you notice in the Africa, when the TVJ girl asked the woman, where you out of her? She said she don't know. She just come out there. And when them ask the other man, so why then it's strong enough to be director of the problem, of the thing?
The accounts.
Yeah, him can't account. So the mind,
that's to
only
show you how accounts. You know?
That's to show you how dumb they are. Those are the type of people follow the People's National Party. And we have seen it in the election. We have seen it in the election. Look at the seat that voted for the PNP party. All three in a Westmoreland. Remember, you know, those people not think for themselves, you know. Go right back down to Hanover, the same thing you see. You go to Eastern St. Thomas, and the same thing you see. The member of parliament out there, 70-year-old. She can only do one term. I don't know if an 80-year-old woman in a parliament. They vote her out. Vote out a young Michelle Charles who has a vision for the constituency. Put in Edda Grantar, which you want to name.
Rosemary Shaw, she name.
Rosemary Shaw. You go up to Hanover, them vote out young Tamika Davis, put in an older woman. So you see, over the years, the PNP over the years don't like nothing good. Once it is bad, you give them. That's how them think. So if it was not for social media, we would win the election. Yeah, because the propaganda, and I don't want no JLP to come and tell me otherwise, because I am a political analyst. And the PNP propaganda resonates with the people them when they have no sense. Because I people when they have no sense vote for the PNP.
We're not going to debate upon the one, them boss. We'll give the one. We're not going to debate upon the novice. They don't have no sense. It's a reality. And the people them when they have no sense in the last election. Because how can you see a government? Remember, you know, look on the good with Andrew honestly. Over the years, old people are work. And my grandmother used to work and she don't have a pension. She dead and gone still. But over the years, people who work not have a pension back in the days. Andrew always ensures that they might get a little NIS every month. And those are the same people who vote against Andrew Wallace and brother. You know, some would stop it though. Yo, we said those are the people where every month they might get one like 5,000. Remember, said them not contribute to nothing over the years, you know. Yeah, but the Prime Minister said they are senior citizens, so let's give them something. And they vote against Andrew. Say me don't stop it. Like when country in a crisis, I know would stop it. Me don't give them. They don't deserve it. No, he's not gonna do that still. And you know, he's not gonna do that. Right? So that's what I'm trying to show you. So the mindset. The PNP builds their campaign and lies. Look at this oracle. Let me tell you something. The People's National Party, and they are listening to us now, you know. Of course. They are using this hurricane as a campaign slogan, you know, brother. They're trying to look for everything to put in their campaign strategy going forward. So that is why I said to the Prime Minister, don't listen to them.
don't bow to Mark Golding because I don't know if you're doing that. You have to stand up because I elected you. I give you a mandate to make my country safe. I don't want anything from government. I work for my little thing.
Marlon, I said this to you. I realized yesterday in Parliament say Andrew Holness is kind of friendly with Mark Golding, and I don't like it. My Prime Minister listen to me now, and my Prime Minister I tell him I do not like it. Mark Golding cannot be tamed, and no PNP can be tamed. And we know this as Labour.
Exactly, I agree with you, DUJON.
See?
I agree because I was looking at the Prime Minister's face. I see in my car, when I'm driving in my car, I can stop and just watch it on my dashboard. I tune into Parliament every Tuesday. And I am saying to Prime Minister Holness, don't friend Mark Golding. He is not your friend.
Yeah, exactly.
He is the one that call your thief. He is the one that say you have 28 bank book. Him is one say you're in an illicit 6.
And
him are the one
your
who say you should never, in a well-thinking country, you should run as Prime Minister. He defame you.
And disrespect your man wife.
Don't friend that guy. So I don't want the Prime Minister to be sitting in Parliament and behave as if a Bruce Golding and Portia. Bruce Golding and Portia as what you call cordial, what I want to say, cordial friendship. Because Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller were not abusing Bruce Golding. We're not accusing Bruce Golding of anything. They has a good relationship.
She couldn't do that because when the PNP turned from Portia, you know, she could lean on Bruce Golding. People don't know this because they're in the inside of the party. But Bruce Golding was actually helping Portia to lead the country. That definitely know.
Right?
You know?
They has a good relationship. And Portia Simpson-Miller was very critical of the government, which should be an opposition, but there were no lies. There were no disrespectful. Exactly. There were no defame of the man's character, never to carry him down. This is not Andrew Holness and Mark Golding. So I am saying to Prime Minister Holness, don't friend this guy. Deal with him like a leader of the opposition.
Exactly.
Straight up. Don't smile with him. You sit over here and he's over there. You address him as leader of the opposition. Don't try to cushion anything with him because he's not with you. He wants to see the back of you right now. And I want everybody to come and tell me that is like I'm telling. Mark Golding would love to see the back of my Prime Minister because he wanted to be Prime Minister so bad that he will do anything.
Only to put on in a history that his father was Sir John Golding and he was Mark Golding, Prime Minister of Jamaica. That's the only thing he wants. So I am saying to Prime Minister Holness, don't even shake that man on. If you're shaking him on, put on the gloves. Don't shake him on. I would say if you shake Mark Golding hand, as soon as I let go Mark Golding hand. If you shake Mark Golding hand, my Prime Minister, as soon as you leg off my hand, you look and see if you still got your 5 fingers, sir. See? Remember that because he's not with you. Because remember when a man listen, me tell you something, DUJON. When a man can tell a lie and you know, that costs you and your family pain and grief, you know, brother. It's better him to just shut your box. Because if him shut your box, at least this car will go away. But the lies will never go away. And that lie did damage the Prime Minister's reputation. It did. It did damage the Prime Minister's reputation. And if it was not international bodies were thinking otherwise, maybe our Prime Minister will not be around today. Exactly. But international body didn't think that way. Remember Mark Golding come here in Connecticut, bring down the Prime Minister, bring down the country. So how could you, Mr. Andrew Michael Holness, friend this guy? Don't do that. You deal with him, but you deal with him according to government issues. Nothing personal.
Just like how he said he wanted a meeting with you. Hell no. Meet with the Ministry of Justice. Not meeting with you. Don't want to have any discussion with you behind any closed door. Hell no. Not you. So I am urging my Prime Minister, don't be soft. Don't be led. Because I don't know you have that. I know you, Edward Siago, teacher. Let me tell you something. If it was Edward Siago in power, you think the PNP could be behaving in this way?
You're mad.
The PNP would have to.
Long time.
Because Siago tell you saying a one done him work within it. You think Mark Golden could be chatting up and flare up on Edward Siago? Siago is a man stand up for him, believing. But as I said, Andrew Holness grows different. Siago believe in the ragatang thing and tell you say what I may run this. You understand? Sorry?
Man.
Yes.
Big up Jennifer, big up Lovable Child, Kenneth, big up yourself, and big up to everybody that got me to 200 thumbs up. See? Big up on yourself. And big up all 491 persons who is still here listening. Go ahead, Marla.
Yeah, man. So, my Prime Minister, remember, you know, this man disrespect your wife. That's another thing you have to look at. In disrespect your wife, Mr. Juliet Wellness, in the blasted election debate. He did. Don't friend him. Don't friend none of the PNP MP them. None of them. It's not with you. But it's why I said some of Jamaican electorate are stupid. They deliberately send those demons into Parliament. Beside, all right, let me break down this and show you. It's like you're with a woman and this goes for men, for male and female. Now, let me start with the female first. It's like you're as a man, you're sleeping with a woman, but that's your enemy in the bed. You see, how you deal with that? She live with you, but she is your enemy, and you are sleep with her, you eat from her. At any time, you're on a time bomb kicking. Reality, me talk about.
At any time, you can get poison.
Remember, I know, she is your woman, you say, and you love her all of your life, but she's your enemy, and you don't know. So you know, the man, the woman
I got to one of their relationship, they were dating the man. Come out, one of them.
Right? The man asleep, the woman asleep with this guy, enemy, but don't know that this guy is her enemy.
Exactly.
So it's like, it's just a scenario I'm showing you. Our Prime Minister is in Parliament surrounded by 28 enemies. 28 enemies. Don't friend them. Don't friend them, Prime Minister. Because they are your 28 enemies.
Exactly.
28 enemies. Straight up. And the people send Dayton Campbell. Remember, Dayton Campbell was on the platform, man. He was going at you, brother. Him call you thief more than once. Damian Crawford, all of them. Don't friend none of them. Deal with them according to government policies. They are in the Parliament, elected by the people. Fine, you have no control over that. They are duly elected. When they are to ask their question, you answer accordingly. You answer, but don't gesture with them. Don't laugh with them.
Well,
it's not a Bruce Golding and Portia. Don't do that.
Marlon?
Yes.
We want to get into the wrapping up of the show.
Yeah, man. Do you too?
Because I kind of take some medication and make me look a bit jolly, so.
Yes, and I hope that you're getting fine. I hear the other day you say you went to the hospital, but you're good now, right?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Them look after
yes,
me.
Because we in the diaspora here pray for you. My wife and I were praying for you.
All right, big up wifey and big up yourself every time.
All right.
So guys,
yeah, man, and stay safe, my brother.
Yeah, man. So before we go tonight, my people, you know, while we have a massive audience here tonight, we just want to go through one little programming what we have here. So, we just give me a listening ear, my people. Listen to this.
PNP members and supporters who gathered at the party's headquarters were taken through the full range of emotions. Each seat won, cue celebrations. But each seat lost, cue silence.
75 of 80 boxes, the incumbent, Donovan Williams, seeking to hold it for the JLP.
Then around 10 p.m., reality set in. It wasn't their night.
I think they're winning this election. I don't know what went wrong, but there's about an every figure.
But it also meant 3 straight defeats in a general election. Hundreds of dejected supporters headed for the gates. But those are the ones who had strength to walk. Others, broken by the loss, had to find support by leaning against walls or railings. They cried openly.
We really lose, brother.
You were saying something about sufferation. What do you mean?
They say, the country has sufferation. And the liberal government now, everybody ever did. Me not surprised. Because the liberal don't care about nobody more than himself. Me see that get a work from them. Yeah? So we don't want the country to come back to PMP and CMP for the poor. They might for the rich.
Mommy, why are you crying?
I'm not sure I can take 5 more years.
A good thing celebrate we make some money so we can fix up back off our stamp, guy. Paid peace for the poor. And they like to keep the country poor. You know?
What are this? Because let me tell you something. The Labour government, you can't buy food. You work and you can't hardly maintain yourself. You can't pay rent. You can't do nothing at all to help yourself.
I'm going home to cry. I wasn't crying here.
And that wicked set of people them not man. Because the country a blossom. And this a storm I come and set we back, you know. But me I guarantee you know, set we back more than 12 months, my people. But anyways, we're going to wrap up now. Please subscribe if you're here for the first time. If you have not subscribed yet. Big up all 467 persons who is here. Big up all 220 persons that gave me a thumbs up. Big up everybody where hit the love button and the like button and the 100 button. See? Big up on yourself. Much love. I'll soon in the morning at 6 a.m. See? I mean 6 a.m. Jamaica time. So big up on yourself. And I'll soon in the morning. Shower labor rights.